During the First World War, the Ottoman Empire, modern-day Turkey, sided with Germany, Austria, Hungary, Bulgaria, and others against the Allied powers. The Ottoman Empire was defeated. Subsequently, France, England, Russia, and other Allied nations divided the territories under the Ottoman Empire among themselves. The British, aided by Kemal Pasha, a rebellious high-ranking officer and reformist leader, dethroned the Sultan of the empire, who was the Caliph, the topmost Islamic ruler for Muslims worldwide and a living example of the concept of pan-Islam, and exiled him. I am Bradford, and you are watching AvadhutWagh. Some progressive writers claim that this act by the British angered Muslims worldwide. However, this is far from the truth. Overzealous and orthodox Indian Muslims launched the Khilafat movement to restore the caliphate of the Turkish Sultan. The fall of the Ottoman Empire and the caliph's removal were used as mere pretexts. The real but concealed objective was to convert Dar-ul-Harb, land of non-Muslims, that is India, into Darul-Islam, land of Islam, by implementing Sharia law and establishing Islamic rule. The Khilafat movement was more than a political campaign. It was a covert religious war waged globally for Islamic dominance and to achieve the goal of pan-Islam. The Khilafat leaders in India, like the Ali brothers, were portrayed as movement leaders by the Congress, but they were staunch and fanatical Islamic clerics. They urged Muslims across India to wage a religious war against the British. The submissive Indian Muslim leaders involved in the Khilafat movement had such delusional beliefs about themselves that they thought they were respected throughout the Muslim world and that their opinions held weight. Leaders like Aga Khan and Amir Ali, who were devout Khilafat supporters, went to Kemal Pasha, the head of Turkey, requesting him to appoint Abdul Aziz as the caliph. When Kemal Pasha rejected their request, they persisted and even urged him to declare himself as the caliph. Offended by their naive demands, Kemal Pasha abolished the caliphate in their presence and dismissed them curtly. Subsequently, overzealous leaders like the Ali brothers and Shaukat Ali led a delegation to meet Abdul Aziz ibn Saud, the king of Arabia, requesting him to accept the caliph position. The king declined and advised them, "Return to India and first achieve independence from British rule." And when Shaukat Ali opposed this advice, the king insulted him and showed him the door. But would these fanatics learn a lesson from this? Not at all. The Ali brothers continued their efforts and went to meet Reza Shah Pahlavi, the ruler of Iran, but he showed no interest in the Khilafat movement and dismissed them outright. As if this were not enough, in 1921, Muhammad Ali sent a letter to Amir Amanullah of Afghanistan, inviting him to attack India and assuring him of all possible assistance in this endeavor. However, Amir Amanullah paid no heed to the invitation. Thus, not a single Muslim head of state expressed support for the Khilafat movement. In contrast, Indian Muslims unnecessarily involved themselves in international politics and displayed their allegiance to foreign causes. Unfortunately, the Congress and Gandhi, who were leading the country's freedom struggle, actively supported the Khilafat movement in their pursuit of Muslim appeasement. Some believe that Gandhi supported the Khilafat movement to gain Muslim support for his non-cooperation movement against the British, even if it meant stirring their religious sentiments. Others think that Gandhi initiated the non-cooperation movement to gain the support of the majority Hindus for the Khilafat movement, which was essentially a religious war against the British. Regardless, the Congress's support for the Khilafat movement, aimed at reviving the caliph under the concept of pan-Islam, was undoubtedly harmful to the country and the Hindu society. Under the guise of the Khilafat movement, Gandhi and the Congress provided Indian Muslims with an opportunity to unite and, if necessary, struggle for their religion. The Muslim League had already planted the idea of the two-nation theory among Muslims, and the Khilafat movement further nurtured it. At such a time, in his desire to gain sympathy from Muslims and have them accept his leadership like the Hindus, Gandhi made a misleading comparison between the cow's sanctity for Hindus and the caliph's importance for Muslims. Due to this statement, even though the Muslim clerics leading the Khilafat movement superficially accepted Gandhi's leadership, they openly declared, "Gandhi is a kafir. How can he be our leader?" Although Gandhi insisted on non-violence, these Muslim clerics had no faith in his philosophy and openly expressed their disbelief. In reality, Gandhi's principle of non-violence was primarily expected from Hindus. Islamic extremists and terrorists, who believed in conquering the world by the sword and chanted slogans like "Sultan se Juda," were largely exempt from this principle. This indicates that Muslim leaders accepted Gandhi only as long as his decisions favored them. Otherwise, they rejected him. Leaders like Barrister Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Dr. Mukhtar Ahmed Ansari opposed the Khilafat movement, but they had to yield to Gandhi's obstinacy. While such leaders were sidelined, Wahhabi clerics who delivered inflammatory and violent speeches gained immense popularity. In summary, by supporting the Khilafat movement, Gandhi and the Congress helped strengthen the fundamentalist ideology of Indian Muslims and signaled a dangerous future for the Hindu society. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar described the Congress's support for the Khilafat movement as the greatest mistake of Gandhism, which says it all. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do not forget to press the bell icon and see you soon.